Okay, hello everyone. Citrinamix here from Which Way Forum. I just want to show you a really simple protection spell for getting rid of and protecting oneself against negative energies and so on. So let's just assume I've called the quarters and so on and done all the necessary preparation. I have my incense burning, candles, tea lights, it's all set up. So, this spell needs a few items. You'll need some ink of some kind. I've got dove's blood ink here, and a writing tool, in my case this handy little feather with a narrowed tip. You will need some sage or another protective herb which is good for cleansing and so on. You will need, it's not vital, but if you have runes or tarot, I find it makes magic and spells a lot stronger and more meaningful for me personally if things like runes and tarot are combined and used in conjunction. So I have my runes here. So yeah, this is a protection spell. Now, first of all, you need to get a piece of paper. I've just got a plain A4 piece right here, and cut it to size because you're going to be writing on this. By the way, if you don't have ink or a writing tool, a fancy writing tool, then it doesn't matter, you can just use a pen or a pencil. That's the beauty of magic, you can make it as simple or as complicated as you want. Anyway, so now you have a slightly smaller piece of paper than I started with, about that size. Place it here, and I want to protect myself, for example, from negative energies. I don't at the moment, there's nothing negative in my life at the moment, but something might come along and I might need to be prepared. So, taking my dove's blood ink, open that up, and I pour just a little bit into the lid. Put that aside. Now, quite straightforward, what I'm going to be doing is writing the word protection on this piece of paper. You can write anything you want, of course, it depends what you want banished, or you can put the specifics down if you really want to, but I'm just going to write protection. It would also be good to note that these kind of protection spells are good during the waning moon, because then, the waxing moon, because then you're working the protection up to a full moon. Because you want the protection to build and get stronger, and use the full moon as a focus. So now I've written my word of choice on the paper. I will, I'm not going to do it now, but I would meditate on what I want to see manifest from this. Meditate on the outcome, meditate on positive energy, meditate on healing energy and so on. So let's just take that as read. Let's just assume I've done that. The next step is to cleanse this piece of paper with the word on, because now this word has become loaded with an intent and a desire, and it needs to be protected in the same way that I want to be protected from the negative forces that could be in my life or maybe approaching my life and so on. So I have some sage here. Just a single sprig will do, just that size, that's enough. Obviously remembering if you're using ink, it will still be wet, so careful it doesn't run. And then picking up the paper, you just simply smudge it with sage as you would crystals or any other magical tool that needs cleansing. I love sage, it smells so good. My favourite incense by far is sage, followed by frankincense. Two beautiful smells. Burning constantly in my room as well. Smells like a hippie's paradise in here. So, we've now smudged this piece of paper with the word of protection written on it. So you can either leave that burning or just put it out. I'm just going to put it in there for now. So there we have it, just a little close up. Now, incorporating runes or tarot into this will make it more powerful, I feel, personally, although it's not a prerequisite of any spell to use runes in conjunction, but I like to anyway. So, obviously I'm gonna want a rune or tarot in another person's case to symbolise protection, and there's a couple of runes that symbolise protection, and the rune I'll be choosing is Aiwass, which is in here somewhere. Oh, look at that, second one I come across. So there is Aiwass. So now that goes on here, and if I feel it is necessary, I will meditate further on that protection rite and so on. Anyway, so we're done with the ink, we're done with the sage. Now it's just a case of folding this up. Obviously make sure it's dry first. Folding it up like that, and then on your altar or whatever you use, it's good to have a focal point for these kind of things. And what I do, if I just move the camera over here, is I place these kind of things under my main candle, which is in the center just there. Like that, and then I will put the rune on top, and I might just, you know, kind of relax on that and just think it over and just make sure that I'm thinking positively and so on. And then last but not least, you light the candle and just imagine all your intent and desire going into that flame, and you're done. So that was a very quick and very straightforward protection spell. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you again. Blessed be. Bye bye.